What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, Professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me, X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up? They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Yeah, you know what time it is when you hear that. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, Jersey.
So as you can tell, everybody is quarantined. They're not even live no more, man. You know what I mean? But it's all good. We're going to hold it down. We're going to hold it down. We want to thank everybody who's been checking us out, everybody who's been bigging us up. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. And also, let me get my cards, man. You know, we definitely got to thank our sponsor, 94.3 WIBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Also, we want to thank Inspire Rentals. Yes, Inspire Rentals. If you need a porta potty, whatever you need, 475-221-1598. Hambone in the building. What's good? Hambone been ready since last week, man. Hambone said, listen, I need to come on. I need to holler at y'all. I said, listen, I got you, Hambone. I got you. Don't worry about it, man. I got you. You know what I mean? So, fellas, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Chris, let's start with you, man.
Yo, man, I'm out here living the American dream.
Uh-huh.
And all of that good stuff.
Okay. All right. Ruck, man, what's up with you, though?
Okay. Man, you know me. I'm just kicking and screaming, brother. Kicking and screaming.
Yo, Hairbone said that you got tired of people thinking that you're on the toilet, Chris.
Yo, fam. I don't know why. First of all, I'm in an undisclosed location where I can't show my picture.
There you go.
All right, or I can't show my live face. But if it was at home, I'd be in the same place that I was in my atrium dining room. Okay, that I don't know why he's taking the bathroom.
I don't know, man. You know,
my bathroom is all black.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hold on,
I'll show it to you one day.
There we go, man. Let me turn this light down. Hold on. Let me get right here. Let me get right here. Hold on. There we go. All right. Cool. So TC was good, man. Everybody, what's up, man? Coach Kyle Hayes, man. What's up, man? So what's up, fellas in the building? Thanks for showing us love, man. Thanks to everybody that's tuned in, man. Appreciate y'all. Listen, we're gonna jump straight into it, man. NBA playoffs, man. How y'all liking it, man? Well, I know Ruck liking it right now. His OKC got that dub today. They beat a Houston Rockets team who living by the three, dying by the three.
Excuse me, pardon me. Can you say that one more time? Excuse me, pardon me.
Ruck's OKC Thunder beat Houston Rockets.
Oh, that ain't even supposed to be here, and we playing with house money. Okay, yeah.
Well, anybody that said that y'all not supposed to be here really don't know what you're talking about. But whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, Chris, man, y'all, we haven't talked since Portland Trailblazers got the game one victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. Dame Dollar's doing his thing, CJ McCullough. And let me say something here, man.
They about to tie the series tonight.
Yo, man, first of all, watch your mouth, I mute you. That's one. Two, people need to start giving Melo his respect because Melo out here balling.
Especially Chris.
Oh, my God. He had one quarter. Yeah. This whole series, he's been straight. Yo, he's been trash this whole series. He had one good third quarter, and y'all are ready to
stop going to him.
Melo been balling. Chris, come on, man.
Melo been balling in the bubble. Yes, he has. But in this series, he's been trash outside of the third quarter on Saturday. Stop it.
They stopped giving him the ball. Chris, stop it.
Yo, for the first time in 4 seasons, mid-range Melo was effective. Stop it. Stop it.
Chris, I mean, listen, man, you gotta get credit where credit's due, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah. My credit goes to Yusef Nurkic. My credit goes to Dame Dollar and CJ. I married a white woman, McCullum. That's where my pop goes to.
Oh, you cold-blooded.
Hey, Quet.
You cold-blooded. What's up, Ruck?
Quet, you know what that sound like, right?
Hey.
Hold on. I'm on some real serious tips.
Please.
Yo, you tell me. Other than Carmelo Anthony has been phenomenal in the bubble. Other than defense, but he's been phenomenal in the bubble. I'm not gonna take that away. Offensively, he's hit some big threes in the game against the Brooklyn Nets, and game against the Dallas Mavericks, even in the game against Boston where we eventually lost. He hit some big threes. Memphis as well. I'm not gonna take that away from Melo. Melo has been solid. And offensively, he's been given more than I thought he would be able to give. But in this series, in this Lakers series, he has not been anything special outside of the third quarter in Saturday's game. He had 11 points in the first game. He had 9 points in the second game. All right, and then Saturday happened, and in the third quarter, he caught fire. Come on now. Be for real.
But
I am though.
I mean, listen, but you gotta, but Chris, I mean, I see what you're saying, but he kept that game close. You know what I mean?
I don't see what Chris saying.
And then also,
he did keep it close. He did keep it close, but I'm saying that's one time in the third quarter of one game. Where was he at the first 2 quarters, and where was he at in the fourth? And not that I'm trying to put that kind of pressure on Melo, because I know he ain't the franchise, and I'm not looking for him to carry it. But I'm just saying, if we gonna talk facts, if you're gonna talk the truth, talk the whole truth.
Listen.
You can't handle the truth.
Listen. We talking the truth because if you look at what Melo's doing right now, a lot of people are saying, "Yo, you know, Melo, what we seen Melo do Saturday, that's actually helping him going into tonight's game." You know what I mean? So it's still there. People are like, "Listen, what I saw Melo do, it looks really good. It looks really good." And okay, you know, you said, well, where was that at? I mean, even, you know, the game prior to that, I think that Melo was doing a good job scoring. I think that Melo was.
He had 9 points the game before that. 9.
Listen,
he's not the focal point.
Right.
And if you look at what happened on Saturday,
and he was on LeBron.
After he exploded, they froze him out. He didn't get the touches that he should have gotten.
So now that opens.
Well, you know why? He is the fourth option. You get the touches that we give you. Okay, that's what you do. You might be Melo at the Y, but this the big league, buddy. You're fourth option now.
You cold-blooded, man. You cold-blooded.
Look. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be dead serious.
Please.
Melo has done way more than I thought he was gonna do when we picked him up. I can fully admit that. I'm not Max Kellerman.
You hear this?
I am not Max Kellerman. I can admit that.
Okay.
But what I said when we picked him up still holds weight to this day. I'm trying to win a chip with Portland, and we need a high-level two-way wing. Melo ain't that.
Okay.
And I know that. Everything you're doing is nice for his full story. And when they do the Carmelo Anthony documentary and everybody talks about the rebirth he had in Portland and all the good stuff he kind of did. And all the good stuff he kind of did later in the twilights of his career. You could play these highlights. I'm not here for the highlights. I need a wing that's going to bring me a tip. I need Jimmy Butler. I need Kawhi. That's what's going to get me a tip in Portland.
Wow.
What's up? I'm gonna do the segue for you on this one, Quet.
What's up?
So,
man?
Chris, you still want playoff P or you want Melo?
There we go. Talk about it.
Listen,
hold on, wait.
You want playoff P or you want Melo?
Hold on, wait. Somebody again, I don't know who said it, but somebody in one of my groups said his name is Pandemic P. I said, come on, man. Now you're being disrespectful now.
All I'm saying, hey Chris, all I'm gonna say is, what it do, baby?
Hambone said you don't deserve Melo. Tell him.
Well, you take him, Hambone. Take him to Brooklyn.
He got Kyrie.
Oh, he coming to Brooklyn next year.
Yo, listen.
Take him to Brooklyn. I don't want him. Yo, you know what? I'm making a package deal. You can take Hassan Whiteside too.
Ooh. Hold on. Hassan Whiteside was in that first game.
No, listen. This is what y'all don't understand.
Now,
Because y'all not a part of great dynasties like I am in Ohio State and too.
Wow.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm trying to win.
Hold on. Let me mute this nigga Mike. Yeah, man. So like I was saying, man, he on a 5-second pause, man. You hear this? We ain't part of dynasties. What?
Ooh.
That what you saying, Chris?
Listen, I'm trying to win. Shit, Melo does not listen. If we had a star wing, and then Melo, then sure, he could contribute in a way that could get us to the promised land. If I'm not getting to the promised land, I don't want it. Wow. Okay? I want a wing that's gonna bring me a chip. That's what we missing. That's what we missing in Portland. Yes, and I don't understand how y'all don't understand that. Melo ain't the wing that's gonna bring us to the chip.
Listen.
Hey, playoff P ain't neither, huh?
You right about that.
Listen.
You're right about that.
It's slim pickings right about now, but what I'm saying is, listen, Melo is doing his thug thizzle, man. I'm just saying,
he's doing all right. He's doing all right. Let's calm down.
You gotta get credit where credit's due. You gotta get credit where credit's due.
Like Shaq said about Luka last night. He was like, I need y'all to calm down, man. Y'all acting like we ain't never seen this before. Calm down.
You know what? You know what? Perfect segue. You know, I'm gonna get off your boy. So people have been talking, man. Yo, let me say something. I just want to say, right, Luka's he's dope. He's nasty. Somebody said, now listen, I didn't say this, y'all. So don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Plug. Somebody said that Luka is the best white basketball player ever.
Ever? All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Listen.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Whoever you was talking to is doing something that's resembling baby powder.
On that white horse.
Listen, that person might be doing something that rhymes with Lorraine. I'm just saying. I said, listen, so you must don't know who the real, before there was Luka Legend, it was Larry Legend. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to pump your brakes. There's also a dude that played before him in Dallas by the name of Dirk. So I said, yo, go there.
Are we just going to skip over the logo?
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to skip over.
It's a lot of people to kind of make that comparison to that. I don't think Luka is there, but I will say this. This is the point that I will concede about Luka.
Raymond Bennett was good, baby.
He is not only special, but he is unafraid of any NBA moment.
He is.
That's fact.
He is unafraid of any NBA moment because he has been there. He has seen it all. He has been through it all. This is just really the icing on the cake for him. This is just another step. But again, for him to meet those comparisons, you still listen. It's year 3. Year 3. But I will say this, man. Like I again mentioned, what he's doing and how he's doing it, we haven't seen a European player with this type of skill set and size put together. Because if you look at Luka, and one of the comparisons that people were throwing around that I do agree with in terms of just the moxie and the shooting ability, well, he's not that type of a shooter, is Drazen Petrovic. You gotta put him in a framework that he is not only a good all-around player, but he has that swagger that a lot of them did not get until later. Remember, when Dirk entered the league, he was kind of timid. He was kind of scared. Right. He grew into that. You know, Manu came in kind of seasoned. He knew different things, but the way Luka is doing it and against the level of competition, because he's taking on your favorite NBA player and not thinking twice about it. He wasn't worried. Everybody else, including Jay Williams, was worried about what Montrezl said to him, except for Luka. Luka was like, "Come in and get these buckets. That's what I want you to do. You can tell me, you can call me whatever."
Right.
He's not.
Trez was wrong for that, by the way.
The moment.
Now, so I want to get to some of these comments, man. And again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You know, we got Essex O'Brien, man. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to Coach Kyle. We also got Hambone, Raymond B. Bennett. You know, we also got Wayne Breezy Brown on the check-in. Somebody said, Essex said, listen, can he win the series first before we start anointing him this king?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's why I wouldn't put him over Larry. Listen, right now, this is a realistic. He's going to be a star, okay, and he's probably going to get etched in if he keeps on this trajectory.
Right, of course.
He'll probably get etched in as one of the best white dudes to play in the NBA. But right now, just realistically, in terms of impact and everything he's done, he's a little bit above Thunder Dan Marley and not quite Chris Mullins yet. That's all.
So, okay, so
that's where he is in the hierarchy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying right now, and he will evolve and get past that. And you know, but just right now, that's where he is.
So let me get to some of these comments. You know, I definitely gotta get to what Wayne said. He said, of course, the Lakers are winning the series. Thank you, Wayne. Raymond B. Bennett said he's been balling since he was 14. Hambone said, nah, it's year 2. Wayne said he is a superstar. People saying he's fearless. And Wayne,
no, he's a star. He ain't a superstar.
Okay.
You know how I feel about that superstar.
Yes.
That superstar logo.
Yes.
That encompasses a lot of things.
Championship.
And I don't think he's there yet.
So Raymond said that he balled in Harlem, and Wayne, he had put out a good question for y'all and for us. He said, and you know, and for everybody else, you know, please chime in. He said, is Luka better at 22 than Jordan and LeBron was at 22?
Hey Wayne, you are my dude. Blaze beats all that. You bugging right now. You wild.
Listen, he just asked
the reason I say
hold on, wait. He just asked a question. He didn't.
Yeah, but listen, let me answer it though.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy.
He's still wilding. Like you are totally different right now, Blaze Beats. But here's the thing, and this is why Luka is different, because you guys have to understand. He has been a professional since he was 16 years old, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, so again, what Jordan had to come into and go through in college in his early years in the pros, LeBron through high school, skipping college and going right into the pros, he's at a different growth curve than they are. Because again, he's played. Listen, he has played in gyms with no windows and everybody smoking and nobody likes him, and has walked out being that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's been in championships and all of that stuff. So he has a different level of maturity for a third-year player. Can we all at least agree on that?
Yeah.
Well, we can agree on that. But also at 22, LeBron already had a playoff series win. He still don't got one yet. Matter of fact, he just got a winning season this season. That's why I'm saying, that's why I will pump the superstar part of it. A star, for sure. Superstar, I mean, we've been through this plenty of times on the show. I only really think there's 5 superstars in the NBA right now, period. The superstars. But, you know, he's a rising star. He is a star. He's an all-star. And, you know, we'll see how that goes as this trajectory, if it keeps on this path. He should be a superstar at some point, face of the league type guy, but he's not that yet.
Well, listen. Speaking of superstars, I just want to let y'all know that the guy that's up here right now, Essex O'Brien, he's going to be a superstar. He's an actor. He was on Tyler Perry's. Please put it down there, Essex. He was on the Tyler Perry movie. He did some other work.
Which Tyler Perry movie though?
He would tell you. He's going to write it down. I just met him last week. Great dude. So speaking of superstars, once he blow up, we can say he was on our show, and I'm gonna screenshot this so that way when he see me, he won't hit me with the I'll call you, don't call me. But anyway.
Oh right. Yeah. No, well, see, listen, the reason why I want to know what Tyler Perry movie he was on, because I want to know who was the black leading actress in whatever movie that was.
Okay. Well, I'm sure he will definitely put that in. But he did say, he said no. He said the numbers are inflated because of the eras. He said MJ and Bron was still carrying stiffs at his age.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? To be fair, I mean, he got Kristaps. And it's no coincidence, actually, that he says that. And I know he was hurt yesterday, but I'm talking about for the whole season or full context type of stuff. Jordan ain't get picked until later. LeBron ain't get a real teammate until Dwayne Wade. So, like, to have Kristaps, who I want to say, even though I was surprised he didn't play yesterday and they still won, has been an impact in this series.
Right.
Yo, KP has posed problems that the Clippers can't solve.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, the other thing that I think that is really surprising people in this matchup, right? You have to call it what it is. The Clippers have the better team on paper, especially, right? They have more firepower. They're supposed to have the best 2 lockdown defenders in the league, right? But the Mavs have 2 up-and-coming stars. And again, Luka and KP have been in moments like this. Maybe not so much for the Knicks, but I tell you one thing. If you talk about playing for the Knicks, playing in New York, what goes on there and what that could translate to in other situations, they have clearly not only KP, but look at Trey Burke's contributions. Look at Tim Hardaway Jr., even though I think if Sam Bradford is the mask on person, listen, Tim Hardaway Jr., he got skills, but he the second coming of mask on for NBA.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
He done robbed the Knicks. I'm sorry.
No.
The Knicks gave him that money, and he gonna get some money from somewhere else. But going back to it in all seriousness,
I am not gonna let you talk about the son of the UTEP 2-step like that.
Hey, I got skills.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just want to correct that. He was on 50 Cent's The Oath. I'm sorry, not Tyler Perry. 50 Cent.
Okay.
All right. Well, either way, Essex, we on it, bro.
Yes.
We with you. But again, back to it. My thing is this, man.
Thanks, Wayne.
The Mavericks have a lot more than anybody would think that they would have in the series where the Clippers aren't shooting well. It's advantage Mavs because again, you have other pieces that people aren't expecting that are killers.
Yes.
Seth Curry is a killer.
Yes.
Trey Burke is showing you that he belongs in this league. Tim Hardaway Jr., same thing. So they have that. They have bodies that they can throw at it. And just like Shaq said, they got my man, Urang.
Hold on. I got a question. And then please help me because I don't know basketball. Wasn't Trey Burks on the Knicks squad?
Trey Burke was on the Knicks squad.
Oh, wait. Wasn't Tim Hardaway Jr. with the Knicks?
Yep. KP.
Wasn't KP with the Knicks?
Courtney. What's Courtney's last name, Chris? Light skin Courtney. He kind of looked like Hambone a little bit.
It's not Robinson.
Oh, shoot! I know who you're talking about. Goodness gracious! Yeah. I know you're talking
about. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the Mavericks are not a bad team.
Right.
They're not a bad team. And again, this really shows you because I think one of the things that I know a lot of sports writers are talking about recently, and it really may be true because I was trying to stay off my man, but is Paul George really Paul George anymore?
Yo, that's the question. So listen, I paused the question and please, chime in. If the Clippers lose, what does that mean? Like do we hold credence to it, or is it just like, they just had a bad playoff series? Like because the Clippers in some eyes are, favored to win the NBA title. And then, with Paul George and again, we joke, but Paul George's record in the playoffs has been very shaky over the past 3 seasons now. Maybe a little more, but I'll push it to 3.
No. He hasn't had playoff success since he took LeBron in Miami to 7 games in Indiana. After that, he broke his leg, and it's been first round exits ever since. So You could push it back to 5 years, honestly.
I was Courtney Lee. Thank you, Handball. And
Courtney Lee,
yeah. I was trying to be modest there. I was trying to be modest, but I'm just saying, do we look at Paul George and say, yo, what do we say? Because I don't. I like Paul.
I put it to you like this: the reason that I'm not going to stay off of him is because outside of the exception of the horrific injury that he suffered, Paul George has always had high caliber help at every stop. So for me, looking at this series and even looking at him in post games and listening to his interviews, I really, and I know it was funny, but I just keep going back to what Dame said: stop running from the grind. Stop running from the grind. Because obviously, you can talk real greasy when it look good, but when it don't, now you say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna find my rhythm. I don't care what nobody say. I'm always gonna have confidence in me." Okay, it sounds good, but it don't look good, and it hasn't looked good in this series to start. It didn't look good last year against Portland. It didn't look good the year before against Utah. It didn't look good. Listen, even in the teams that he had in Indiana were top flight teams. And it didn't look good against LeBron. So my thing is for playoff P, every time it's some type of comp, I don't see the playoff P. That's what I'm waiting on.
Chris, go ahead, Chris. Take it off because I know that you had something to say, man.
Well, no, I disagree about putting any onus on Paul George. The problem with Paul George is the perception of Paul George. Paul George has always been a secondary player, and we keep putting him, I'm not saying we, but the media and NBA pundits keep putting him like he's a 1A. He's not a 1A. He's a B. He's always going to be.
He's a nice guy, man.
No. That's not a shot. That's not a shot. You know what I mean? Like, everybody ain't the Scottie Pippen number 2. You know what I mean? Like, everybody act like that's a regular occurrence. I'll take it a step further. I love CJ McCollum. McCollum is not he's not a A1. He's a B.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean just because you're a B, it doesn't mean you're not a perennial all-star. It's got this negative connotation on it. Like, if you're the B player, then you're a bum. No, you're not a bum. You're an elite player, but you're not Kawhi. You're not LeBron. You're not KD. You're not Steph. Then you're just not that. And I think that's the problem. He's a B. That's why he has games like this. It's why Kawhi doesn't. It's why LeBron doesn't. It's why, you know what I mean? All of the greats. It's why they don't have games like this. Or if it do, I can't remember what series it was, but it was Kevin Durant was on the Warriors. And he had a horrific game. It was bad shooting. I think he scored like 13 points. And every announcer said they said the other team, I think they were playing the Clippers, and it was like they should have won that game because I can guarantee you Kevin Durant ain't gonna have another game like this. And he didn't. Not for the rest of the playoffs, because the greats, they separate themselves. He's not a great. He's a very, very, very good player who's a perennial all-star, who, when combined with the right player, can be even better. But we all seen that Paul George can't do it by himself. Because see, once the Indiana regime left and he was the sole star, they got bounced in the first round. He was putting out Gatorade commercials saying ball game and couldn't finish the ball game. So
listen,
that's all it is. We just looking at him in a light that he's really not in. He's below that. And that's fine. That's not a shot. He's just below that.
Listen, Essex made a good point. He said no excuses for PG. He was an MVP candidate last year, and they blame Russell for the L's. Russell Westbrook, if you don't know. And then he said now he got Kawhi, and look at him.
But he was an MVP candidate, not an MVP winner. Because that's big. And that's because you're a B. You're a B. Because you know why? A's win MVP, not B's.
And then also, shouts out to Terrell, he our brother, because that's Chris' brother. He said if Paul George was on the Lakers, he would be the third option.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
I mean, Listen, I think for Paul George, and I think people give him a lot of slack. And this is again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think because he had such good character, right? And then when he had that, when he broke his
Does
leg,
he though?
Yeah, I was about to say, don't he got like baby mama issues? I don't know about the character.
Does he though?
but people don't talk about that though. People don't just throw that in and be like, yo, he got baby mama issues. Unless you really know him. Like, you know what I mean? Like his stuff is not out there crazy. You don't hear a lot of
he was pretty public trying to pay that girl off. I don't know about that.
So Chris, listen, I want Quet to do us a favor. Put us on pause and then hang up and call Roy Hibbert and put him on the show. and see what Roy got to say about it.
Listen. These are all speculations here. You know what I mean? I think people give him
no speculation. That motherfucker tried to pay his baby mom to get the bullshit.
I'm talking about why people give him slack. I mean, listen, if he out there paying chicks to try to do God's work, then listen, that's on him. I'm just saying, but that's not like mainstream where people like, yo, look at him, and you know what I mean? It's happening, but people don't get on him. You know what I mean? But
you're right.
Playoff P, baby. Playoff P. Now, I just want to get on my high horse here real quick, man, because people piss me off, man.
Here comes some LeBron talk.
Listen.
Mute me.
Nah, I ain't muting you. Listen, it is so funny, right? So many Laker fans and Laker Nation, the way they are hating on LeBron is just so sickening. Yo. It's so sickening. Even after last game, they're still talking shit. And listen, I tell people they did the same thing to Kobe. Kobe last 3 years, they was ragging on Kobe. And must I remind you, Laker Nation, prior to LeBron coming to become a Laker, the last time you guys were in the playoff was what, 2013? 14? I think it was 2013.
Nah,
so please,
like 12.
Okay, 12. Okay, 12. But just the way that they're talking about him, he's not playing hard enough. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. I'm like, dude, at damn near 36 years old, he's still carrying his team. Still got the number one seed in the West. Mind you, people was screaming on him saying, well, if he go to the West, he ain't going to be dominating like he did in the East. I'm just saying. And then for people to just continue, I'm talking about Laker Nation, just the disrespect. I'm like, this is why.
You know what it is, What?
What is it, man?
What is
it?
It's you. Please. And it's people like you.
It ain't me.
LeBron zealots. I'm telling you, hold on. And I'm going to tell you why this is true. I'm going to tell you why this is true because I have real Laker fans at my job. Real Laker fans. And then I got LeBron fans. And let me tell you something. They don't mix. Okay? They don't mix because LeBron people flock to wherever he goes, like you. Now, I wouldn't call you a zealot, but you definitely in the flock. But you ain't a zealot. You actually got some character.
Listen,
but when LeBron, you already know Laker Nation gets annoyed with LeBron for the same reason everybody gets annoyed with LeBron. LeBron fans, they drive people to make people not like LeBron.
Nah,
and you know this.
Listen, I'm gonna call my boy. Listen, I'm gonna call my boy Dez out, yo. I'm gonna call my boy Dez out. LeBron can have a great game, and he'll still talk about what LeBron did not do. I'm like, yo, listen, can we just talk about the win? Like, yo, he got the win. Just talk about the win. Nah, I'm just saying, no, if that was Jordan, he would have had 40. Yo, the fam, he got the win. I'm talking about people like that just hate LeBron. Listen, LeBron don't play D no more. LeBron don't play defense no more like he used to. I'll be the first one to tell you that, right? I'm being real.
Situational, but yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? He don't play.
He holds it when he needs it.
Right. But he don't play consistently like LeBron to be like that lockdown. When you go against LeBron, you know it's going to be a problem. Okay. I'll roll with that. But I'm just saying, though, I'm just laughing to do damn near have 40 points or triple double. It's like, yo, still not enough. But they got the win. And I'm like, yo, if this is what I got to deal with all goddamn year, then you know what, LeBron, let's get that chip and go home. Okay. Because I can't deal with this shit. They don't deserve you. They don't. Guys like Hannibal. Most of the damn Laker fans are Cowboy fans anyway. I'm sorry. Yes. Desmond Artis Sr. Yes. I'm calling my boy out. This dude is straight hater. Talking about some damn, and then he always talk about old people. James Worth. Listen, I love them. They great. They legends. Then he be comparing LeBron to anybody. He be like, man, he can't play better than Kevin Johnson. I'm like, you know what? See, now you tripping. He's like Aaron Fleming. Yes, Aaron Fleming. Aaron Fleming is if basketball, anything that happened before 2000. No, I'm sorry. Anything that happened before 1998. Aaron Fleming don't want nothing to do with it. Don't want nothing to do with it. I can't talk to people like that. I can't. And then shouts out to my boy, man, Controversial Raphael. He said it's LeBron lovers and LeBron haters. Both are discussing. First of all, you gotta watch your mouth before I report this. Okay. I will
hold on. Say that again.
He said it's LeBron lovers and LeBron haters. Both are disgusted. And yes. I would
amen. And that boy speaking the gospel right there. Don't you mute that man. He is speaking the gospel.
This next comment is speaking the gospel. My man Essex. Listen, if you don't know who my man Essex is, man, Essex O'Brien, man. Not Brian O'Brien, Essex O'Brien, man. He said LeBron is the most. Hold on, Chris. Hold on. LeBron is the most underappreciated great player ever. I wish I had a flex bomb, man. I wish I did. Essex, man.
Let's hold on. The most underappreciated
great player ever.
Great player ever?
Yes.
Hold on, let me think about this for a second. Hold on. You give me just dropping bombs like this, and I'm just going with it. Let me stew on this for a second.
Please do. Brock, where you at, man? Oh, he moved his mic, man. I'm just saying. Listen. At this age,
I'm muting my mic for a reason, because I didn't want you to hear me cussing at that LeBron barrage.
I'm gonna mute your mic again, because now you about to get disrespectful. He about to get disrespectful, people. I can't let that happen. I'm on his microphone. Maybe he got his stuff together. All right, bro. What you were saying?
What I said was LeBron, the back of LeBron's head.
Okay. Okay. So you know what? See, now he might get kicked out because now he's being too disrespectful on the show. Okay.
The back of his head was like the Reese cup when the chocolate stick on the wrapper. Yo, I seen that. I seen that GIF, yo. I seen it.
Chris,
I seen it. But it's still boiling. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So he said
exactly what he's talking about.
So he said, so controversial Raphael said, I think LeBron James is very underappreciated and he's overappreciated.
Yes, okay. He is a conundrum. Yeah. LeBron is a conundrum because
I agree.
The fans who love him, they put him in a atmosphere that's like, for instance, like at the head of the table would be like Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp. Like they look at him as the Greek god Artemis. Like Uncle Shay. Like they look at him like something crazy. But then you got the other end of the spectrum of Skip Bayless, who basically doesn't think. Sometimes he talks about LeBron like he's a fucking bum. Right. So there's a weird thing with LeBron. But I want to get back to Exit. No, I don't think he's the most underappreciated great player ever. I had to think about it for a second. I don't think Bill Russell gets the proper respect. Like he gets way less respect. And also, I mean, I don't feel like, and I ain't even an old timer, but I don't feel like people give Kareem Abdul-Jabbar like the props that he should get.
I agree.
So I wouldn't put Bron as the most underappreciated, but he's definitely what Raphael said. He's a mixture of both.
You know what? Because so here's the thing, right? So LeBron came in with so much hype, and I think again we were still in that time of you had to earn yours. LeBron didn't even earn it, and he was anointed the king, and that pissed a lot of people off. And I get it, right?
But he proved it, though. You can't take that from him.
No. Listen. I'm just saying with the narrative again. I'm just playing devil advocate here as a LeBron fan. Come on, that's my godson now. So looking at that, people like, yo, who did he think he is? So now he goes and takes the team. He takes the Cavs to the championship, right? and that's good. But he didn't win it, and people are like, yo, they're anointing him, and he hasn't won shit yet. And then once the Jordan comments start to come, that's when people would just let him have it. Again, this is all by the media, you know. And did LeBron, you know, kind of put himself in there a little bit, maybe, but because of social media, I think that LeBron is what's now, and he's easy to scrutinize versus like a Bill Russell. You know, he's easier to praise versus like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who still lead the whole league in scoring. And he hasn't played in 30 years because of the media and the hype and everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, but again, also in between those guys, you had a guy named Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So what happened? So before Jordan, don't matter, and after Jordan, really don't matter. And it's like you're gonna come second. And that's how a lot of Jordan fans see him. It's like, yeah,
that's how Skip Bayless sees him.
Right. Okay.
Skip Bayless gets on TV every day, basically to protect Michael Jordan's legacy. Now,
which he don't need.
We all Mike fans up here.
Yeah,
But that's his sole job. Anybody who gets close to threatening Michael Jordan's legacy, Skip Bayless has to find a way to like bring them down notches. So you know, but he's not the only one. He's just the captain.
Right.
But everybody feels a way once you get. It's like baseball. For some reason, people start getting real antsy when people start getting close to Babe Ruth. They start getting real antsy. You know what?
But it's crazy because look, but Babe Ruth, he ain't playing 100 years damn near, and again, like you said, they still hold him to this like high messiah, and you got people like
to that,
right? Which is crazy. Baseball is old school with it. Baseball is old school. Mm-hmm. Baseball has an unwritten rule that a lot of people, you know, baseball, you know, like their unwritten rules is very clear, but not really clear. You know what I mean? Like they still want
clear. They clearly stupid. That's what they are.
Well, listen,
stupid rules.
The baseball still wants it to be a white man sport. They still want the white man to hold it up. I just, and that's baseball. But again, but then you have people like, you know, Ken Griffey who came along and they was rocking with him. But you know, Mike Trout came along. They said, "Whew, thank God, man."
Hold on, yo, I swear. Every week on Twitter, there's a debate on who was better in their prime, Mike Trout or Ken Griffey Jr. And I bet you, I don't have to tell you guys where the line splits when they start debating about Mike Trout and Ken Griffey Jr.
Chris, is that line similar to the Mason-Dixon line?
Well,
is that line similar to the Mason-Dixon line?
Only thing I'm going to say is they definitely try to act like Mike Trout is on his level. And I want to make this perfectly clear. Mike Trout is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, he is.
In so many ways. I mean, he is a phenomenal. He's the only $400 million baseball player. He's a 5-tooler. He's got all of the goods. There ain't no question in that.
And I got his
Griffey though. He ain't Griffey though.
Listen.
That boy was something. Different.
Mike Trout could walk down the street. You wouldn't know who he was. You wouldn't know who Mike Trout was if we had him live on the show right now. 70% of the people would be like, "Yo, who? No, Mike Trout is the best player in baseball." I gotta look him up on YouTube. I ain't never heard of him.
Listen, before we go, I do want to shout out to Anthony Love Jones, man, aka Gucci Mane, aka Rick Ross. Today's his birthday. Listen, we had did a podcast, and he always always saluting us, man. And so he got this picture of this beautiful lady. But people think that it's that he's the lady, and people try to holler at him. But so we finally did a podcast and we seen each other. I said, "Damn, yo, you look like Gucci, man." He said, people say that, from South Carolina. So shouts out to my boy, man. So he got a top 10. And as far as basketball, and I know we talking about baseball, but his top 10, and I gotta read this because it's his birthday. He said 1, his airness, 2, Mr. Skyhook, 3, Akron's finest. 4, Magic. 5, the Black Mamba. Rest in peace and happy birthday to Kobe. 6, the Big Fundamental. 7, the Big Aristotle. 8, Larry Legend. 9, Mr. Russell. And 10, the man who slept with 20,000 women allegedly. That's his top 10. That's his top 10. And he also said, I agree. You're happy Trot running shit now, but Trot is a great player for real. But I got Junior. Yes. And
yeah, he is great. That list though. Hold on. We got to talk about that list.
Okay, real quick.
I like the list. Don't get me wrong. It's a good list.
Essex says, now get ready for the Luka LeBron comparison for the next 15 years. Now,
that right there is coming. That there is coming. Those comparisons. Because here's the other thing too, right? And here, shout out to my cousin, his fatness, Kenny Rucker.
Oh, come on, man. Yo.
I'm just saying, man, that's what we call him, son. But anyway, my thing is, and he posed a great point yesterday. Can you name 10 players better than Luka right now in the league?
10?
Can I?
10. Yep.
10? I don't know if I can do 10.
That's his point.
I don't know if I can do 10.
So he falls somewhere in the top 10 that's best in the league right now, right?
Oh, just let me hold on. I hate when people throw this on me. Just give me some time to think. Okay, give me some time to think.
It sounds like you with the kids. Get off me. Move. Stop. Move.
Yeah, like I'm with the kids. Hold on. Just let me think out loud for a second. Okay.
Hold on. I'm about to hit him with my with the funk flex, Chris, because you getting frustrated. Hardcore New York.
Hold on.
This is what Chris G sound like.
This is a group participation. Is he better? Is he better than LeBron?
No.
Is he better than LeBron?
No.
Okay, so that's one off.
Okay.
Is he better than Kawhi?
No.
Is he better than Kawhi?
No.
What?
No.
Okay. Is he better than Kevin Durant?
No.
Okay. Is he better than Steph Curry?
No.
Is he better than James Harden?
Okay.
No.
Hold on. No. I ain't bring his name up yet because he ain't in the order.
Okay.
He ain't in the order. So we 5 deep now, right?
Okay. Yep.
We five deep now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now, is he better than Giannis?
No.
Okay, so we're all inconsistent. 6 deep. He's not better than them. Okay, so is he better? Now here's where we get fringe guy. Is he better than Anthony Davis?
Man, that's tough.
Tough. I would take AD right now.
Why are you thinking about that?
That's tough.
Why are you thinking about that? Okay, it's tough, but now we 7 deep, and he's not better than any of those 7. So now, again, we stay with the fringe guy. Is he better than Kyrie Irving?
Sheesh.
Don DeMarco.
He's making it very interesting though.
Yep. But no, I'll still take Kyrie.
I'm not saying it ain't close. Okay. So we got 8. Now, is he better than James Harden?
No.
Nah, not right now. Don't worry.
So
He's going to
that's 9. I'm at.
And then there's one
So,
more.
all right. So we at 9. Is he better than Dame Dollar?
Damn.
No.
All right, so that's 10. So he's not 10 best player. And then you start getting into Donovan Mitchell, and you start getting into the Paul Georges, and Jimmy Butler.
Hey, I will say
Ben
this.
Simmons, Embiid,
Russell
Westbrook.
Yeah. Listen, I will say this, right? And this is the discussion that we had yesterday. It's going to be arguments that you could make if he's in that 10 or if it's 10 better than him. But I think where he lands for a third-year player, top 15, top 20, that's still a great accomplishment.
100%. 100%. 100%.
Hmm.
I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that away from him. Not at all. I definitely think he's in the top 15, top 20. Maybe he is in the top 10, depending on what day it is. But I do like those guys better. They've proven what they are for longer periods of time than Luka had in the NBA. Like I said, this is his first winning year in the NBA, and we can't forget that. I know he's had triple doubles and all of that stuff in years before, and he makes fancy passes. He makes the nutmeg on a regular occurrence. I get that. But just, in his third year, this is the first time he's really been as, this good. And these other guys been that good for a long time. Some of them been that good for a decade.
Right. That's true. Man, listen, we can definitely go on. But I want to talk about this topic here, man. I want to go to the NFL real quick, fellas. To NFL. Earl Thomas, let go by the Ravens. It was reported that his actions were detrimental to the club. I know he got, if people don't know, he got into a fight with one of his teammates, and reports were that, again, these are all reports that the fight went on longer than what it needed to be. I'm like, damn, like what the fuck was he having, like an MMA fight? But whatever. And then they said that not only was it some team officials, but some of the players who are in leadership positions, they also said that he got to go because they just don't like him in the locker room. Fellas, what do you think about this? Because now he's a suitor for 3 teams that they had on the board. Again, these are all speculations. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody that's let go, everybody saying that they can go to Dallas, right? Okay, so of course you got the Dallas Cowboys, and that was a speculation last year before he went to the Ravens. They also said the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. Fellas, what you guys think about this, man? Because I know earlier during the year, okay, so let me give a backstory for those of you that are listening and that don't know. Earl Thomas, safety. Well, he's a safety in the NFL. He was a safety for the Baltimore Ravens. Earlier this year, him and his brother, they went to got an Airbnb, had some chicks up there. His wife came with the blicker. If you don't know what the blicker is, she came with the gun. Pointed it at him, said, "Yo, this ain't what you want." She caught him because he went on his Snapchat account, found his location. You know what I'm saying? This is before the whole. Now I ain't gonna say that because that's too early, and I don't want to offend nobody. I was about to say this is where the whole Tory Lane thing happened, but no, I'm not saying that. So she went up there.
Said it.
I ain't said what happened. She went up there, put the gun to him. The cops came, and he apologized for everything. So that was a little bit, sketchy. Looked kind of bad for him, but whatever. Again, if the shoe was on the other foot, he'd have been in jail. We'd have been talking about him. So now you got a situation with his teammate. They was fighting. Now, if you don't know in NFL and in any sports, listen, people fight all the time, but it must have been other things leading up to this that pissed people off. Because they're not just gonna let you go because of a fight. And again, the guy that he fought, I mean, it's not like he was like Lamar Jackson or something. But he probably was liked by the team. Fellas, is Earl Thomas done, or you think they might go give him another shot?
Earl Thomas is gonna get another shot because of the type of player that he is and what he brings to the table. Of course, Dallas has been chomping at the bit to get somebody to pick him to play in their back half. But here's the thing, man. Earl has kind of shown some of them AB traits too. And for you to run amok in a close-knit locker room and organization like Baltimore, it has to be something else that's there. I don't think Earl Thomas was the player that Baltimore thought he was going to be for them last year. I think he was solid, but I don't think he was the superstar that he was in Seattle.
Right. Hold on, right. I can't hear you. It sounds like you were in like a winter.
It's key to have people kind of in your corner and people understand who you are. So for him running them up like this, it being uncharacteristic fight about a blown coverage, him then putting, the tape and everything on Instagram and talking about it or not talking about it, like it was real dicey, man. And teams just they're proving that they're not going with this. Because listen, it's not even just the stuff that Earl Thomas did, but look how quick Darius Geis got cut, and then all that stuff started coming out about him.
Crazy.
Like we see what's going on, so people gotta smarten up and be better.
Chris, what you say, man?
I say that there have been some reports that basically Earl Thomas is a freelancer. We all know that. He's a Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And in his older age, he hasn't been able to continue to do that. And what has happened was that his blown coverage from trying to be a freelancer guy caused a lot of mistakes. And he didn't want to fess up to him. He would, I mean, actually what happened with that fight was that Earl Thomas blew the coverage because he was trying to freelance, and then he was mad at the young kid for not covering up Earl not being where Earl was supposed to be.
Because Earl's a safety
valve. And that's what led to the fight. And right. So I think a season of that, and then you start off training camp, and you can already see you going down that way or down that path. The Ravens said, you know what? The juice ain't worth the squeeze on this particular player. And then he will find a home because Earl Thomas is still talented and living off of the name that he made for himself when he was in Seattle.
Yeah.
So, you know, he'll at least get one more stop. I mean, they're not going Colin Kaepernick.
Nah, of course not. And then again, you know, I think for him, you know, he still got a little left, and like you said, you know, because of the name, and you know, for the Ravens, doesn't it? You know, it kind of frees up a little bit of money there too for them. You know what I mean? So I think that when you think about an older player who is not as good as we want him to be, and then we can get some money, free up some money, you know, when he gets signed. So, you know, it again, like Chris said, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze because at the end, you know, they still get the win. And then the guy that, you know, who he blamed, it helps him in the depth chart and other guys. So they got Lamar Jackson. They'll be all right. Okay, Ruck left. I don't know where he went, but he'll be back.
What you need, Earl? You need what do they need? Earl Thomas to get pushed around by Derrick Henry again? I mean, do you really need that on your team?
That's what I'm saying. You know, like you only as good as your last game. So that last game was looking kind of, you know what I mean? Like you know, listen.
Him like he was a redheaded stepchild.
No, they would disrespect him. They would definitely disrespect him. Fellas, man, we hit on all the topics, man. Great discussion. Thanks everybody that was, you know, tuned in. Essex, man, you're a new member of the DSTM family. Thank you. You know, we got our regulars out there. You know, Anthony, Raymond, Hambone, Raphael, Wayne. Appreciate y'all. You know, TC, everybody that tuned in. Appreciate y'all all day. Appreciate everybody, man. Before we go, you know, we gotta definitely, you know, get my man D Ruck to say some words for us before we leave. We can't let y'all part without this prayer. You know what I mean? We can't let y'all part without this prayer because wherever one or two may gather, in their name. Ha. Go, listen. Don't stop. Don't stop. Because what they said. Won't he do it? I was down on my luck, but I came up and I came up. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
He put Gilligan on the island.
Won't he do it? Listen, we're going to pass the collection plate around. You know, we want y'all to, you know, definitely contribute to the new Mount Zion Mount Carmel Church and Christ Incorporated on the Rock of Ebenezer, the third Watchtower Church Ministries that we were working on. But
hey, Quet, don't forget. And don't forget when you dig into them pockets, just remember with a man robbed God.
Willie. Ooh. Take your time, Pastor. Listen. Go ahead.
He talking.
Say it. Go ahead, bro. Go. Don't listen. Don't get me started now. Don't get. Hey, nigga, get the cut. Nigga, I said get the clutch on the set. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, that boy good and terrible. So listen, people. The crazy thing is, in this week's version to say word, I usually would want to have a word, but I don't. And the reason that I don't is because I know my brothers have seen, and I know many across the country and the world have probably seen. We had another shooting of an unarmed black man. The only word that I have for today is, if we are screaming for justice, if we are demanding justice, if we are saying enough is enough, then let's make sure that we're doing our part to make sure that comes true. And that starts by us voting, by us being involved in the process, by not taking any shorts on that process, because if we want to see change, we got to be a part of the change ourselves. But it's enough, people. It's enough. And the only way that we're going to get different is that we demand different. So take what's going on in the world, turn this passion into true power, and let's stand on something. Let's stand on something.
Hold on, can I add something to that?
Please do.
God is love, Rev, run.
Yo, that's it right there. That's it. Now we need young YMBL, young boy.
I'm gonna music yet.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Next
Yo,
week.
I did want to say something though, real quick.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yo, shout out to Ebro and everybody at Hot 97 for finding out not only who Patty Duke was, but doing the right thing and not continuing to play themselves. If y'all haven't heard the situation, Patty Duke, the famous on-air personality that was famous from the Angie Martinez show, has been employed with Hot 97 for over 24 years. And it was just found out today that Patty Duke, which has a name that I won't try to pronounce because I know I'm going to mess it up.
Pasquale
Rakucci, something like that, was involved or said to be involved with the death and the killing of Yusef Hawkins. So shout out to Hot 97 for making that discovery and then turning around and correcting their mistake.
I mean,
but in plain sight, huh?
Well, listen. I mean, he did pass for Puerto Rican for all these years, so that's how he kind of got away with, people checking him. But hey, got your ass. Well, anyway,
ooh, I want none of that. I want no parts of that. No, sir. I want no parts of that.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
On that note, thanks again for tuning into another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
Dad, he really don't want no part of it.
I see. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready?
This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up? They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.